Good evening everybody on YouTube. Hello my Orchid family. I can film again. I made a little bit of room on my phone and I wanted to show you something. My mother-in-law gave me a lot of succulents and I don't know the names by heart. I asked people what was this. It's not an aloe vera. I forgot the name. I will try to put the names on the screen. But I got two of those with a few babies. This is some kind of... No, I don't know the name. It's a arachnic something because it has spider webs. And I got a really pretty one over here. It's really full on all sides. I made sure not to plant them too deep. And as you can see, I put everything in my new clay pots. I have a very nice sedum that's really nice full round leaves, and I made a little pot with burrowtails leaves for my mother-in-law. This is one succulent. I will put up the name below. It's really pretty. I made a planter for my mother-in-law, but sadly one plant I overwatered it, or it didn't like the cold, or I'm not really sure what happened there, but the leaves all started mushy, so I think it's cold damage. We had a few nights with 11 degrees of Celsius, and one night I forgot to take my succulents inside because they're not used to the cold yet. I didn't have enough of the nice pretty white stones, so I made a division and put moss on the other side. It's moss that doesn't mind to be dried out, and then if you water it again it will start to green up again. And I put some variegated grass, bamboo grass in it. Tried to mimic some Japanese style of arranging things. I like it not that much, but it was my second arrangement. So I'm still proud of it. It looks like something. And this is actually a garden plant. This is my daughter's cactus arrangement she made on herself. And I've been working on this. It's, let me zoom out. It's a wooden basket with a plastic thing stuck on it, and I needed to put my succulents somewhere when I sorted them because I want to make another arrangement for my uncle. And I've got some jade cuttings from my mother-in-law on both sides. I have some sedum from my garden, and these are the arachnic something succulents, and I made a little bit of height at the back and put some burrows tail on the side and some stones. It's not done because all the soil you see still has to be covered with tiny stones, but I wanted to show the progress. I have a basket full of things I want to propagate and some succulents I want to use for another arrangement. Behind there is the few succulents I have left that I already potted up, but I think I'm going to use them in an arrangement too, and have one or two in tiny pots for my own collection. The bright colors you see is we call it an Afrikaantje. It translates into just an African something. We use it in our vegetable gardens because it repels certain types of insects. And that's really nice because they don't like the smell, and it tastes probably very bitter. I haven't tasted the plant myself, but so that's that. That's a little bit of my of the succulents collection I'm making. Oh, and I have one thing to show. I made 2 incubators. They're both in my bedroom, in my windowsill, because it's south facing and it's warm. And it's full of burrows tails. But here I have some Christmas cactus. Got 3 bits of those. That has nice red color. I have some string of pearl leaves, and I know they're very hard to propagate by leaf, but I got them from the Orchideienhoeve. From their store they had a succulent corner, and I gathered some fallen off leaves and stalks, and I asked if I could have them, and the lady was nice enough to say yes and put them in a special tub for me. That also is one of the leaves. I have no clue what succulent it is, but it has roots, so I'm very excited to see if it grows anything. Sometimes when they root, they are the wrong side facing the soil, and they will make roots but won't make a little baby plant. So I am very excited to see if anything will come from it. And this is my still growing tiny succulent collection, with many thanks to my mother-in-law, because she scoured through her house to see if she had any plants that I didn't have and that I wanted to have. I have some cuttings from a hanging plant, and this is just a very nice variegated plant that makes big stalks and have their babies hang off the stalks, and they can have like 20, 30, 40, 50 babies hanging depending on the size of the plant. But yeah, when I'm into orchids and succulents, I value the variegated leaves more than I used to. I used to kill all my garden plants, my house plants, and I'm trying to I don't know, up their numbers, get a little better in taking care of them. And I also had something to say. I was really overwhelmed today about all the nice things you all said to me. I have lost my words. I'm quite emotional, overwhelmed, and thankful and grateful. I really wanted to address this because I have told numerous occasions that I have mental health problems, and one of that is I have a chronic PTSD. It's it's the same as soldiers have when they come out of battle. They relive the horrors they've seen there, and I had kind of a rough childhood, and it resulted in a PTSD when I got pregnant because of the hormones. You lose your capability of rational thought because of the hormones, and because of that my PTS flared up. And over the past 7 years it come and gone, and I had therapy, and it got better, and it got worse, and it got better, and it got worse. And last February I had a nervous breakdown, and I asked for help, and I had to wait 15 weeks to see a shrink to get medication, even though my doctor and my psychiatrist and all other people trying to help me kept saying it was a crisis. They referred to me to a crisis care unit, and they said things to me that made everything worse. Till last May, I kind of lost the will to live. That was 2 weeks before I saw the shrink. They gave me medication. It's called quietapine, Seroquel, and it works as a filter because I have my PTSD. I have a clinic depression, and I also have HSP, that stands for highly sensitive person. All my senses are a little bit different than yours. Every sound I hear comes in a little bit harder. Everything I feel, everything I see, the brightness of it, everything is perceived at higher intensities. And at the moment it feels like I'm watching 100 TV channels at the same time, hearing them and also feeling all those emotions. So my medication shields me a little bit from that. But days like this, when I got about 6 messages saying, thank you for your words, you brighten up my day. Sorry. It's an outpour of love and acceptance, and I really don't know what to say to that. I don't feel amazing. I don't feel wonderful. I know I'm kind, and I try to be true to myself, and I don't have a filter. I say what I think. I say what I feel. I'm long-winded, and I can be highly annoying, especially when I'm all pestering you for answers and explanations or videos. And I just wanted to say thank you, I guess. I wanted to tell you that I appreciate it. It helped me. It helps me get through my day. It makes me a better mother. It makes me happier. The last 2 months, I went from losing the will to live to being happy when I wake up, doing my plans, being able to enjoy life and progress, and my husband and my child, and they're amazing, by the way. They're sticking by me, and well, my child can't really run away from me, but anyway, yes, this community has helped me a lot, and I often say it, but I wanted to let you guys know that even if I don't know what to say back, and even if I divert the compliment, or they're hitting home, and maybe I don't perceive myself the way you tell me you see me. I'm working on that 3 times a week. And you know who you are. I don't have to say everybody by name, but everybody who watches my videos and leaves a comment and or replies to my comments, you know you're all awesome. And so just that. Thank you very fucking much. And I'm gonna end it now. Not end it now. I'm gonna end the video now. Bye. See you all later. Happy growing.